Hey guys, Kamisha here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys how I do the skin part of my makeup. So I'm basically showing you guys where I got my inspo for my eyeshadow, and I'm showing you guys my eyeshadow. So I got the inspo from the nails, which led to the t-shirt, and then led to the eyeshadow. I'm going to start off with the Too Faced Hangover RX Primer. I just basically put 3 little dots. It might be too much for some people. It might be too much for me, but that's just what I do. So I'm working it in my skin, and it smells so good. I love that primer. Now, oh, just a warning, guys. My hair was acting so crazy. I don't know. So I keep messing with it. But I'm going in with the MAC Prep and Prime concealer, and I'm just using this to color correct. That's the only thing I use this for. So I'm just basically putting it under my eyes, and I'm using a Real Technique brush to blend it out. I'm not sure what's the name of that brush because I kind of lost it afterwards, but it came in a set. And then the foundation I'm going to be using is the Bobbie Brown Skin Longwear Weightless Foundation. So usually I just add a few dots around the face. And I'm taking the ABH number 20 brush, and I'm using the foundation that I put on my forehead to carve out my brows at the top. I already did the bottom, so I'm just carving out the top. And usually, like, if I want my foundation to look skin-like, this is how I would do it. I will not, like, highlight the top of my brows. So yeah, I'm doing the same thing to the other brow. Then just spreading the foundation all around. Then I'm gonna go in with a Real Technique buffing brush to basically just work that foundation into my skin. I really take my time when I'm blending, but you guys can see, I don't know if you can, I think you can see because I can see this foundation is so bomb. It's skin-like, but it looks so like flawless at the same time. It looks so good. I love this foundation. Like, this is like my favorite. I haven't tried that many, but this is the one that I use. I reach for it every time. Now we're gonna go in with the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Truffle. And I'm basically just, you know, putting my little contour marks. That's a Real Technique domed shadow brush that I'm using to contour my nose. I just use whatever fits. Now I'm going in with the Real Technique stippling brush. And I think all these brushes came in sets. It's like a holiday collection. That's the Fenty Beauty Matchstick in the shade Caramel. So I just highlight those areas. Then I go in with the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, and that is also in the shade Caramel. And I'm gonna go in and blend out the concealer with a beauty blender. I swear by blending out my concealer with beauty blenders. I really don't know why, but to me it just makes it all look like one instead of looking like a bunch of different colors on your face. It really shows like a nice blended, what's the word? Like a nice blended makeup look. And so you can see I'm using the sides to blend out the under eye, and then I take the butt of the beauty blender to melt the concealer and the foundation together. And I do the same thing with the top. Then later on you're gonna see that I even took my foundation brush and went back in and mixed the concealer and the foundation together so that there was no harsh lines. and I keep blending until it's what I need it to be. I take my time when I'm blending. And that's me with the foundation brush, making sure there's no harsh lines. Then I'm going to lean in so you guys can see. It looks really seamless. I'm using the Morphe E30 brush to set my under eye, and I'm also using a mixture of Makeup Revolution banana powder and black opal setting powder in the shade medium. And the reason I do that is because the banana powder to me is just a little too bright, and I don't like it to look powdery under eye, so I mix those two to give it a little scent. And so I'm just setting all the areas that I put my concealer. So I'm gonna go in and use another Real Technique stippling brush to bronze and, you know, set the contour on my face. I use the ABH contour kit, and I use the top two shades on the right, the middle, and the right shade. I don't know the names of them, but yeah, I basically just use that to set my contour and then, you know, bronze my face. And then I went in to set the nose contour, but as you can see, it looks so harsh right there. So I took another brush, went in, and then basically diffused it so it didn't look as hard. And this is a Real Technique duo fiber brush. I'm using it to sweep off the powder off my face. Now I'm going to go in with, this is another Real Technique brush, but it's a buffing brush also. And I'm using MAC NW43 Press Foundation to, again, wipe off the powder, but just to bring some color back so it doesn't look, you know, white or powder. Now I'm gonna go in with the Too Faced Hangover RX setting spray, or 3-in-1 spray, I believe it's called. Don't quote me. But yeah, I'm basically just spraying my face. Then I use the beauty blender after that to kind of make sure the spray settles in good. And this is how it came out afterwards. As you can see, everything is well blended. Now I'm going in with the Fenty Beauty. I believe this is still a matchstick, but I'm not sure. But it's the shade Rum. I use this as a base for the two highlighters I use over top, which is the ABH Glow Kit, the Ultimate Glow Amber Gold, and Maybelline Master Chrome Highlighter in the shade, I believe the number is 150. I use a Morphe E18 brush to do my nose highlight, and then for the other areas I highlight, I use the Morphe E61. Now, as you can see, the highlight is kind of like a lot right now. So I'm going back in with my foundation brush, and I'm just going to tone it down a little bit. Yep, just like that. So next I'm going to go in with the ABH blush kit. I'm not sure what blush I used, and it doesn't matter which one I use out of there. I use them all. Next, I'm taking a Real Technique lip brush, I believe, and I'm going in with the NYX gel liner in my waterline. Unfortunately, guys, I cannot get the whole look on camera, so for my lips, I decided to go in with NYX brown liner, and then I also went in with Nicki Minaj the pink print lipstick and Marc Jacob enamored lip gloss in the shade Pretty Thing. So guys, I'm gonna insert some pictures here, and this is pretty much the finished look, guys. Thank you so much for watching.